Good morning, fam. How are y'all doing this morning? Good? Awesome. I'm glad to hear that. Hey guys, so another quick video for today because again, I just figured why not just get the stuff done as quickly as we can. Now, before we get started, a couple of announcements. Number one, remember that if you test and pass with an 80 or more, that you don't have to do the writing composition for the week. That grade will replace your writing composition, which is pretty gnarly, right? I like that deal. It's pretty good. You guys read, you test, and then you don't have to do the writing part. You do have to do the writing packet. Keep that in mind. So you still have to turn that in. That's from Monday through Tuesday. If on Tuesday by 10 a.m. you have not tested, you have to do the composition, and we'll know who that is. Now, announcement number 2. Remember also that you have to do your reading packet. Okay, when you do the reading packet and your writing packet, be sure that you guys are doing your strategies. One of the things that I've been noticing is that because we're not officially in school, that you guys think that there's no reason to do the strategies. I promise you that your strategies are simply there, not just to help you get the right answer, but to help you think, right? And so one of the biggest things that I want you guys to understand is that we want to develop critical thinkers, right? That is the whole purpose of a strategy. It's not to make you do more work. It's not even for you to get the right answers, but for us to be able to see that you are critically thinking through the answer choice that you are giving us. That's the reason. Now, another announcement is that you have to remember that we have live session at 10. The way to join is by clicking the join button. It's really simple, guys. Just click the join button and there you go. Another announcement. I have several, as you can see. Guys, the chat is not there for you guys to be chatting up a storm. Okay, the chat that I started for the homeroom and for Mr. G's homeroom with me is simply for questions that you might have and for me to give announcements. That is it. Okay, I don't want to see anybody chatting back and forth on that. If you want to chat, then call your friend. Give them a phone call. That's what phones are for, right? So, with all that being said, let's talk about today. What is today going to look like for you? If you go down through the general post, this is what you're going to see. Lesson 5, Part 2 of Wit and Wisdom, right? Let me bring it over here. There it is. So you're going to see Lesson 5, Part 2 of Wit and Wisdom. In that video, it's like a short 15-minute video that you can see when you wake up. It's really short. You also have the core text there to help you out. It's already on the link. You also have handout 2C, which should be in the workbook, and if you don't have it, it's on the link. The big takeaway of this video is applying words to your daily speech. An example and something that I want to see, because they're going to ask you to do it in the video, is you're going to write down a sentence using one of the idioms that is provided for you in the video. And after you write your sentence, you're going to draw the idiom. Okay, so for example, one of the idioms would be, if I'm doing a random idiom, it would be, it's raining cats and dogs. Right? So that's an idiom. Then I would write a sentence saying, man, yesterday it was raining cats and dogs. That's my sentence. And then I would draw a picture of it raining cats and dogs. It's really quite simple. You're given 5 different choices for idioms that you're going to use. Draw a picture, write your sentence. That's the big takeaway. The questions for the live session, I have 4 of them. Number 1, what is an idiom? Number 2, what does the word fate mean? Number 3, why was fate so important to the ancient Greeks? And number 4, what are some other idioms that you can think of? For example, it's raining cats and dogs. That's for Wit and Wisdom. Along with that, you are going to be turning in your reading packet. Keep that in mind. If you can't upload it, send it in a picture. It's really simple. You are being graded for this. For writing, the prompt is one more time. Listen. What was one time you experienced victory? Explain why you experienced that victory. In other words, how did you get to that victory piece? Today is Tuesday, which means that the rough draft will be due today. Now, for those of you guys who already tested and got your grade, you ain't got to worry about this stuff. But for those of you guys who did not test, you got to worry about it. All right? It's really simple, guys. It's an easy composition, no big deal at all. As you're writing your rough draft, think about these questions. Does it make sense? Did I capitalize everything? Are my punctuations right? Do I have sensory details? Am I doing cups? Am I doing arms? Is my hook there for the introduction? Did I answer the prompt? Things like that. Be sure that you do those things. When you do them in your rough draft, the less editing and revision you have to do. Really simple. Along with that, remember that you also have to do your writing packet. Please turn those in. The reason, again, why we want to see those is because we want to see that you guys can critically think. We want to see that you guys can edit and revise a piece of paper that hasn't been written by you. That's what you're going to be working on for the rest of your life. When you get to college, because you will go, when you get there, you're going to have to edit and revise. I've told you guys this many a times. Many of the papers that I've written have taken months, right? Stuff that has been published that I wrote took a long time. Way more than a week. You only have to deal with it for a week. So join me in this, please. Lastly, remember that your core value. Well, what is your core value? I don't remember. Oh, yes. Your core value of the week is sweating the small stuff. What small stuff are you going to sweat today? Parents, what small stuff are you going to sweat today? Love you guys. Miss you guys. Stay calm. Stay positive. Practice wisdom. Surge out. Deuces.